Hey everyone, this is Minion from Minion's Army, and today's video is about how to 3-star the Town Hall 10 four-square or island-based design that we so commonly are seeing in wars. And this does come up often, and I've had requests to do videos like this, so here we go. We're going to watch a hit by Plague, that is a shattered GoBoHo, then a hit by Roni, which is a cold-blooded GoVaPeHo, and a hit by me, which was Everything Can Go Wrong, with a GoVaBoHo, and a hit by Manny, which was a Town Hall 11. It was a week 11, and he did mostly minors. And then we're going to dissect this hit here again at the very end, at 10 minutes in, and take a closer look at Plague's hit here. Now, Plague is coming in with a shattered GoBoHo. And shattered means 2 golems. He's got the wall wrecker coming in, and what makes these hits hard is coming in at the corner entry. He has 2 golems, and you can see the golems are splitting because they are attracted to the defenses. Inside that wall wrecker is bowlers, and he throws down a poison for the enemy clan castle troops, and for the queen, he rages up the bowlers to take out the middle. He does not get a whole lot of value for his bowlers, but that's okay. Coming in at 1 and 12 o'clock, and then closer to 11 o'clock, are the Hogs, and his Hogs are going to work counterclockwise. He throws down that heel. Heel's going to help the Hogs and also help his king. And he is just going to work himself around this base in a counterclockwise fashion. He's doing a nice job keeping his Hogs clumped up, and is able to make good use of that heal spell. So he has an unfortunate troop pathing here. It's not too big of a deal. He's got all of his Hogs together, so he can heal them as they kind of stray their way around the base. That happens sometimes. We'll talk about that as the very last replay plays. But here he goes. He's got perfect spell placement for that last heal to include the Inferno and also that cannon. And now his Hogs are going to be in cleanup mode. He has a poison that he did not use in his pocket, and he is just to clean up the base. So good job, Plague. The next hit is by Roni, and he uses a little bit more of an unusual troop combination. He's doing a GoVaPeHo. So he has 1 golem and 1 P.E.K.K.A coming in here in the, we'll say he's pushing in from 6 o'clock. And the reason he chooses the P.E.K.K.A is the P.E.K.K.A is non-defensive seeking, so it's going to take out any building, the closest building it comes to, and it's also aggressive and will try to take down the enemy hero, which is super helpful. You don't have that king chasing your Hogs around to just to beat on them and take them out. And he used a freeze to freeze that Inferno to give a little bit of longevity to his wall wrecker. In the wall wrecker he has Valks, and the Valks are, as soon as they're done being frozen by the ice golem, they will proceed on, and the goal is that those Valks will target the enemy queen and they will try to take her down. As you can see, they're working on the wall, few spins, and they will be in the wall, and there goes the enemy queen. So he has his Hogs coming in from 4 to 3:30, pushing in a counterclockwise way. And the key to these hits, like every one of these hits, if you can get to that core, that dead core, the clan castle or the town hall or enemy hero pads, any type of storages, anything that's non-defensive, you can bring those Hogs in and you can funnel them around. When you're funneling them around, the key is to keep them clumped so that you can get them under the heal spell. And that's the true key for beating any of these island bases, is to clear out a quadrant and push through to a deadened core so that you can keep these troops going around. If there is not a deadened core, you may decide to use a different type of troop, maybe a minor army, or you know, I've seen these island bases be cleared with a lot of different types of troops. It all depends on the layout and the location of that town hall. So we're going into double time mode for Roni, and he is simply using the Hogs. He even has a golem on cleanup. Anyways, or golemite, I guess you would say. So this base will be down in no time. The next hit is going to be by me, and this is a case in anything that can go wrong will go wrong. As you notice, I am going to try to kill the enemy queen. I'm going to use hogs, so my goal is to kill the queen, kill the clan castle. This design had the queen in one spot and the clan castle on the other, so I tried to push in with some wall breakers and some valks. Typically, 3 valks, if they're not under any type of heat, will take down just about any hero. I was trying to be stingy with my poisons. I should have poisoned the queen and the king, and then that valks would have worked. I don't know why I was stingy, I just was. And now I'm in scrambling mode. I'm not really sure what to do. The queen is still up. Will my hogs make it? I go ahead and save my poison, just so that I can throw it down on that queen when she's distracted by my hogs. I'm pushing in from the north with shattered golems, a wall wrecker, and my queen and my king. And here we go. At some point, you can hear in the sound when the clan castle engages. When the clan castle engages, I'm going to throw that poison down. Typically, I use my max poison for my clan castle troops. However, I use my non-max because I'm worried about the queen in the corner. So it has a double ice golem, which is frustrating, but that's okay. I just let it freeze my troops, and then I continue on. This is a non-max base, so you know, I'm more worried about time at this point because my first goal was to kill the queen and I didn't make it. But I have cut almost to the town hall. You're going to notice a troop split because this is a sloppy attack. I've got one section of hogs there at we'll say 7 o'clock. The king is starting to whack them, and I have another section of hogs in the core. It is not pretty, but I try to keep my cool about it. I throw my max poison down on the queen, so she's kind of dumb while she's trying to kill my hogs. And I use the heal there to try and heal up both clumps of hogs. Somehow it happens to work. I would be lying to say that I wasn't worried about this one. You know, I was in scramble mode. My clan mates were even saying that they thought this was going to fail. It's getting close to a time fail right now. But the queen is hanging on, and kudos to the max heroes. If your heroes are not maxed, you can see why it's important to have them max. Attacks don't always go perfect, so sometimes your max heroes can bail you out. And this was pretty close to having a 99% 1-star, but thankfully the max queen with a little bit of life left was able to secure the 3-star. So there's a hit that was definitely not perfect. And we're going into Manny's hit. Manny is a Town Hall 11, and he is hitting 11. Now, granted, he's hitting a 102k base, so it's not, it's kind of a fresh 11. And Manny himself is a new Town Hall 11, so, you know, he has non-max heroes. We're going to take a look at how he's doing this and why he's doing it. You can see he's using the E-Drag at 9 o'clock. He used the King and some bowlers to bowler bounce I believe it was a mortar he hit. And he is doing a side entry, and that's what makes the miners nice for this. Typically with the island base, you're doing a corner entry. Manny chose to do a side entry. It is a little more complicated. You have the fear that you're going to leave up those defenses that are in those islands. However, with the miners, he is able to go under the walls and target those troops. Miners would work. Also, hogs could target those troops. It's all about the funneling. So he has, he's doing a great job here, and he is pushing through. And he's got the heal spell down. He still has a loon that he can bring in. And you know, as that, you can see that Archer Tower is targeting those miners. He probably could bring the loon in there. He chooses not to. He has a ton of miners up. He really is in no fear of failing this. He still has his queen ability. So his heroes will double back, and they're going to head towards and meet up with those miners that are working over there at 2 o'clock. And He brings the loon in to take care of that wizard tower and to help with that cleanup. A loon troop can really do a lot of damage, given that there's many defenses that will not target them. Let's take a look at Plague's hit now. If we notice this particular island base, it has a deadened core with the town hall, clan castle, and queen all together, and it has defenses ringed all around the outside. You'll see these on some of the bases. Plague is pushing in with 2 golems, 1 golem to the archer tower at 3 o'clock, 1 golem to the cannon there at 2:30. Brings the wall wrecker in, and if you can see, several of the defenses are targeting those tanks, and he can bring the wizards in to clear out some of those defenses. So as the mortar is targeting some troops, he can bring those wizards in. Wizards take care of the wizard tower. If there is one fault to Plague's attack, was not getting the poison down sooner, maybe using 2 poisons, because he had the unfortunate event of the loon taking out just about all of his bowlers. He didn't get a whole lot of value for his bowlers out of the wall wrecker. He brings in the hogs from 12 o'clock, and those hogs are going to work around counterclockwise. Now, if you look, he has a bomb tower and an archer tower sitting there at 9:30 and 10 o'clock. Now, as those defenses are targeting the hogs, you can wait for them to target the hogs. He could bring a loon in and take out those defenses, including that cannon as well. He has the unfortunate event of the pathing of the hogs, and the hogs are backtracking to get those defenses. Had this been a max base, that might have been problematic. It works out in the end because all of his hogs are clumped nicely, so he can continue to heal them as they maybe move in an unpredicted path, or an unanticipated path, we might say. But Plague, if you notice, it's kind of hard to see, but below the troop bar was the king, and his queen took out the king. But I'm going to guess that he worked his hogs this particular direction because of the location of that king. So everything's in cleanup, and it was a good attack. So nice work, Plague. Thanks everybody for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.